I study English because I want to study at BYU. It's my first reason. And
what do you want to study?
I think movie art, like a movie picture, Pixar, or like a effect of movie. I work like a website, okay, and I like, but I think it's no I will study this one, and I want to study at BYU, and I always I think my family said if you need to learn English because the church or your, I don't know how to say, when you receive like a or president, state president or bishop or
like church leadership.
Church leader, you need to know English if you want to serve as leader. And I think it's so important. Or when for example, my wish is to, other years more old to be president, mission president. I like, and I need to learn other language because I don't know, and I think this one, I need to learn English because I want to study and serve in the church, and this. I think I like to travel a lot. I need to learn English because Canada speak English.
Sure.
Estados Unidos, the United States speak English.
Yeah, even countries that don't speak English, often it's English that they use to speak with people from other places. Great.
Is related with the same thing with families. So my main goal is have a family, and the church taught me that I need to be a provider. So families and provider. If I want to have time with my family and be a good provider, I need a career. And if I need a career, I need to have a degree. And I want to have a degree here. The university is required to learn English.
Great. So we're at the beginning of several goals.
Yes.
Good. I think you're working hard towards those things.
My short-term goals are, well, improve my English here and to apply to university. So I want to study, I don't know what yet, but maybe international relations. So if I want to study here, I need to know English. And also because I want to travel around the world, just live in different countries, and if I don't know the language, English is always a good way to communicate with people because it's an international language. So that is what motivates me to study English.
Great. For business and pleasure.
Yes.
I like that.
My main goal is to study special education and come back to my country and help my country. Because in Ecuador, people don't know much about it, and I think that this is a field that can be very, very developed with the help needed for that. So I want to do that, and in order to do that, I want to study because here in the United States, there are more developed universities in order to help students to develop these skills. In Ecuador, the universities are not that good at this field.
Good. In special education.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Well, I can see you going back and not just being a very effective teacher in special education, but maybe a trainer of teachers in special education. Mm-hmm. I think that's a very noble ambition.
If speaking of short-term consequences, I would like to speak English to be able to go to BYU or LDS Business College or any college in the United States, but I would prefer to speak of the long-term consequences. Speaking English let you and me and anybody to communicate with people all around the world. I have traveled a lot. I have visited almost all continents except South America. Yeah, and I communicated with people only in English. That's the best language in the world.
Sure.
Yeah, and I love it. I mean, the poetry on the non-fiction books always.
Great. I'm glad that you're finding kind of more creative and expressive opportunities in English and not just kind of the functional business academic exposures.
I think short-term goals is I want to go to the university here, so I need to have the ability to use English to study. So that's the first goal. And the long-term goal, I think, is when I can speak English, I can make more friends, like the people from different cultures, because I can speak English, so I can communicate with them. I can get to know all the people around the world, not just the people who speak Chinese.
Great. And the ELC has provided that opportunity. You have a lot of friends from a lot of different places here.
My long-term goals is to be a good father and husband. I decided when I was in French prison that would be my long-term goal. But to get there, I have to have like stable job to provide everything which need my family. But to get the good education and to a good diploma from good university, I have to learn English because all the good universities here, like from the BYU, I think if I'm not wrong, the BYU program on a top fourth place by the best university in the whole of the world. You know? If I have a degree from that university, that means I can find a job in another part of the world, especially my country, which gives a lot of opportunities for me.
Great.
But to get there, I need to learn English, which is my short-term goal, to learn English, pass TOEFL. After that, will be next goal to finish the university, and I'll get to my long-term goal.
Great. Well, I think you have things in the right order, and I admire your short-term goals and also your long-term goals.